Good morning, this is Adam Lowe with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm here the week of Thanksgiving wishing thanks to everyone and my friends, family, colleagues, and of course my VIP clients. I'm here today with the Director of KW Commercial, Mark Hughes. Mark, thank you for being here today. I appreciate your time. We're here today to talk about some services that I'd like to make sure everyone knows we have. Obviously, we offer amazing real estate services in the residential market. And those of you that have been my clients and family and friends know how hard we work to exceed all the expectations of our clients. One thing I wanted to share today is about other opportunities that many of our clients have found useful, which is in the commercial real estate space, which I'm going to introduce Mark to talk about that. And he can tell you more about what we have to offer. Mark, why don't you tell us about your team and your program?
I'd be happy to. Nationally, Keller Williams launched a commercial division about 6 years ago. I was recruited at that time. I've got about 40 years of experience in pretty much every facet of commercial real estate. We help our clients with leasing from either side of the table, either as landlords. We represent landlords to fill space. We also represent tenants. Do a great deal of tenant representation. I actually have a team of a personal team of 6 agents that span the various product types. We do multifamily, commercial, industrial, retail. We do specialty groups. We do office. So we pretty much hit the full spectrum of commercial uses. Then in addition to my personal team, we have another 7 agents here in the office. So we've got a total of about 12 agents here in this particular office. But we also have 1,500 agents, commercial agents nationally. We've got a very broad footprint. We also do international investments. I have a number of clients from South America, China, and India that we help to place their money here into the commercial markets in the United States. So I know that you've referred a few of your clients over the last year or two.
So tell me, you mentioned multifamily, and for our people watching this video, what does that mean? Because obviously I can sell my house that's 1, 2, or 3, 4 units. What are you guys looking at in the multifamily? Because I hear people asking me about that.
We represent buyers and sellers of multifamily, which is apartments, and sometimes even apartments that we work with the conversion of apartments to condos, and pretty much all sizes. Anything from 10 units to well over 100 units.
Okay. I know a lot of people looking for some steady income look at those multifamily projects and see about a nice steady return if they can add some value to it and get in at a good price. And it sounds like you guys have done a bunch of that.
We have, and it's interesting you should mention that. This morning I was reading something about the national markets, and of course every site-specific market is a little bit different, but from a national standpoint, multifamily is the most stable of the returns. But because it's the most stable, it's like everything else in life. It's risk and reward. If you're willing to take more risk, you're potentially going to have a higher return. If you want a very stable cash flow investment, multifamily in San Diego County, we're looking at historically low vacancies in many submarkets under 4%. If you go into Northern California, San Jose has 2.6% vacancy. So the risk is very, very low, but correspondingly the national trends show about a 7% return, a little over 7% return on apartment investments compared to, say, about an 8.5% return. Again, these are national averages. On most of the other product types, retail, office, industrial.
Okay. And so obviously for someone looking to invest, this could be a great long-term strategy to park some money into a multifamily. If someone was looking for something short-term or medium-term, what services that you got, what kind of products are you guys representing that you see that we could share with our clients here?
Well, You know, just like the housing market had its flip cycle, and there were a number of investors going in, buying a house, fixing it up, flipping it. The biggest return, short-term investment opportunities are generally properties that have some vacancy or have some level of, obsolescence. Could be physical obsolescence, could just be bad management. Spotting those opportunities and analyzing the potential upside and repositioning properties represents a short-term
Yeah, I hear
higher
the word
return.
repurpose a lot, so I guess that comes into play where you take something that its current highest and best use is not the right use and they change it to something else.
Right now on a national basis, there's a metropolitan trend towards what they call creative office, which is a repositioning. That's taking warehouse space and kind of using the Google.com concept of offices, big open spaces, high vaulted ceilings. Old warehouses, they're completely redoing them, turning them into that type of office space. I've got a 110,000 square foot building in Los Angeles right now that we've got an investor that we've put into that. We've pre-leased 60% of that building.
Right.
That return can look, the pro forma on that property is looking like about a 23% return on investment over probably 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
So there's a short-term example.
Oh, that's great, that's great. And obviously these are sophisticated investments of this size, but what about our average, small family business? Do you guys have, I know you have people that do this, but can you talk to the point, what is there specialty areas in the tenant representation that are just trying to find a spot, for their business?
What we've seen a lot of in the last few years is that probably the best financing in the market today for a small investor is that we've been doing a great many lease versus buy economic analysis. Because there's a lot of small business owners that the economy's improving, their businesses are improving, they need a little more space. They're out there looking at the potential for leasing some space, and what we've seen is that with interest rates as low as they are, and the SBA program, which you can get into an SBA loan with 10% down, that some of these small businesses, once you do an economic analysis for them, they're literally saving in some cases as much as 30% by owning their own building, and they're building equity at the same time.
Wow, that's great. I think that's probably very valuable because a lot of our clients, they're looking to buy and sell real estate, but they don't think about their business side of it, that they could do the same. They don't have to be a tenant. It sounds like investing might be a better way.
And in many instances, under the SBA program, all you have to do is occupy 51% of the building that you buy. So it's not only an opportunity to control your own destiny, but if you are in a growth curve, you can buy a building that's larger than what you need, rent out the extra space, have a cash flow from that, and still have space that as your company grows, you can expand into. So, and then, back to what you're asking, the 100,000 square foot building, that's a different level of investor than many of the investors we work with. But there are smaller examples of retail buildings. I just put an offer in for an investor on about an 8,000 square foot retail building that he's going to reposition, and that's what he does. And I think it's going to be like his 21st building of that nature. So, and it's like I think it's like a $695,000 investment.
So yeah, buying a home here in San Diego.
Exactly.
Great. Well, Mark, I really appreciate your time today. I hope that everyone that sees this video will take in the fact that Keller Williams offers many services, not just residential, which I focus on every day, but my partners in the KW commercial team are here to help, and not just here in San Diego, but through our network nationwide and even internationally. So I wish everyone well. Have a great Thanksgiving, happy, healthy holidays, and thank you for your time, Mark.
Thank you.
Wish you well, too.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.